Hello, Collective. Elsie here to do your reading. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And what is a collective reading anyway, right? What does it mean when I say all signs and there's no timestamps? Well, that means that this is either your reading or it's not. I'm going to call out the signs as I see them in the major arcana, and you have to decide whether this is your reading or not. Does it resonate or not? It won't resonate for everyone. It's a general reading, right? So this is for the collective. This is for whoever it resonates with, and I trust that this reading will find you when you need it or vice versa. All right. So if you are brand new, I hope you'll stay. I hope you will play with us in the comments, as we are in the comments, I included. All right, here we go. Oh, and collective, soon we're going to have a live party, right? We are only about 150 memberships away from 40,000, and that's when we're going to celebrate. We'll have a live, we'll do some free readings. That will be coming up soon, I hope. All right, here we go. Collective. What's coming up for the collective, please? Could be talking to a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could have Earth and Air in your chart. I feel like I'm speaking, though, to someone who is in more of the Earth energy, because we do have the Five of Coins here as well. I feel like you are someone who is possibly single or living as an individual. So maybe you're separated but living in your own homes waiting for divorce. So this is an individual energy. You live by yourself, that kind of thing. But I feel that you do well in all that you do. I feel like you're a high level thinker. You're someone who takes care of your stuff, your pentacles. Maybe you're a business owner, someone who could sell anything to anyone possibly because of your forward demeanor. You're grounded but forward demeanor. That's what it feels like, and that's what this energy feels like here. It's grounded but it's forward. It's very honest and truthful, and gives a lot of clarity. That's the kind of person you are, and you expect that sort of energy back. That's the kind of energy you try and cultivate around you. You could be someone who is a teacher. You could be a counselor. You could be a spiritual counselor. You could be someone who's in clergy. You could be a Taurus. You could be an Aries, or have those in your chart. So I feel as though that there is someone here that is becoming single. That's what it feels like. The Hierophant is here, and to me that's, essentially the marriage card. It's also about spiritual uprising, right? It's also about being traditional, though, and I feel like this is something that is happening in your life that is non-traditional for you, collective, that people in your family just don't get divorced. It's like grandma and grandpa were married forever, their parents were married forever. I feel that, unfortunately, it's not forever for you, and I feel like you're able to move forward now because you have more clarity. You're living in your truth. That's what it is. Collective, you're living in your truth. And so that's why you're able to open this pathway. I feel that you did it. I feel that you manifested the open pathway. The Fool is here, right? It's all the possibilities. I'm on my way to do whatever I want. Yeah, and nobody can tell me what I'm going to do. I get to make my own rules and build my own illusion, right? And that's really all we're all after, right? We're all living in an illusion, but we all like our comfortable illusions. And I feel like you're no different. I feel like you're ready to go out there and start a new life. And it's because of your truth, because you're being honest with yourself. First and foremost, you are now honest with yourself. I feel like you are predominantly masculine, and I'm only saying that because I have two kings and a knight here. So I feel like you carry a predominantly masculine energy, and it could be Aries. Yeah, it feels fiery. It could, well, we've got Aries, we've got Taurus, we've got the earth signs and the air signs as well. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're talking to an emperor. That's what's going on here. I felt there's a lot of masculine energy here. And the emperor is masculine leaning energy, whether you're feminine or masculine. You would be predominantly masculine probably if you're in the Emperor energy. But this Emperor, I feel, was married but is now single. And he's a father. And also is somewhat of a spiritual teacher in the way he leads. I feel like he leads with his King of Cups energy. That he is an emotional yet very straightforward and grounded leader. That's what it sounds like here. Who had a long-term relationship, but it broke. Sorry, I broke it. Yeah, it feels like the Emperor is the one that's in sorrow or disappointment. Disappointment that there was a long-term relationship. I feel that at the time, this person saw this long-term relationship in the distance, right? The Fool is what's in the distance. And you saw this relationship, but you didn't have the courage. You didn't have the courage and you didn't have your truth yet. So you couldn't really do anything about it. You saw that it was abundant, that it was long-term. You saw that in the distance, it might be something that you might work toward. But I feel ultimately that in order to be able to go back there and try this again, to start again with this person that you feel is your abundance, I feel like you have to really work on the courage. Because yes, the Emperor is a courageous person, but understand we all have our things, right? We all have our things, and none of us is perfect. It doesn't matter what your station is in life. This is the person who makes all of the decisions for everyone all of the time, the hard decisions and the easy decisions. But nonetheless, this person has feelings too, right? And they go through the same things in day-to-day life that we do. It doesn't matter where you are in the status of your life. You still can't avoid the human function, right? We all go through that stuff. There's your Empress. You've been disconnected from the Empress. The Empress disappointed you. You thought that this was the person who was going to be your long-term relationship. And then it went silent. I feel like there's a disconnect in communication. I feel like you have a lot to say. You want to have a lot to say. It's time to tell your truth, and that's why you're trying to gain this courage, because it's been silent. And it makes sense now. It's been silent. There's been no communication here, and now you've got to gain the courage, because here it is, right? That's the one that's on this person's chest here, right? We want to speak the truth. We always want the clarity. That's what that is there. We have to gain the courage to be able to talk again. I feel like the Emperor and the Empress know each other. I feel like what's between them is a lot of defensiveness, animosity. He said, she said, you disappointed me. No, you disappointed me. I thought you were a bigger person than that. Yeah. Very grounded, but very honest, these words will be. A marriage came to an end, either for the Empress or the Emperor, and that might be why one or both of them is very much in defense, like they're defensive with each other, but they're very attracted to each other. They know each other. That's what I feel, that they've disappointed each other in communications. Things got defensive and everything shut down. It feels like the Emperor is still open to this new path, though, is still open to this Fool energy here, just wants everybody to be honest. And I feel like what's come to an end here, yeah, was some sort of a stable relationship or a marriage. And so there was healing to do. Had to regain my courage and find my truth, find out who I was, get some clarity in my life. I feel like somebody is going to communicate soon. Whoever has the Scorpio energy is going to communicate soon. And And I feel it's going to be a happy communication, whether it's face-to-face or online or on the phone or whatever that communication is. I feel like it's going to be good. It's going to bring you balance. You could be Sagittarius. If you are Sagittarius, I'm sorry if your marriage came to an end. Yeah. Or the Empress. That's all the queens, really. We've all gone through it. And if we haven't, chances are we probably will. I hope not, for those of you who are happily married. I hope that you'll never have to feel that pain. Yeah. Tell me about what's the truth here. Because it feels like somebody's had an epiphany. It's time to go. Time to open a new path. We haven't been talking for a while, but I'm going to gain the courage to tell this person that even though they disappointed me in the past, that I really see them as my equal. I see them as my 10 Pentacles, my long-term relationship. 5 of Wands. Fighting myself. I have to do it. I have to get past my anxiety here. The Wands, the 5 Wands is like I feeling not enough, fighting with myself. Should I, shouldn't I? Higher brain, lower brain. You can do it. What are you talking about? You can't do it. You know, that sort of energy. Somebody's trying to get clarity and courage to move forward. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person's scared that collective, you're going to give them what for? Like you're going to give them a hard time because they cut you out or didn't talk to you. I feel like this is something that this person wants to heal. If they were someone who blocked you or ghosted you, I feel, yeah, they spoke out of turn, I think. That's what it feels like. They spoke out of turn, or they were very cold about how they spoke. I feel like you two had a business relationship possibly, or you worked together or know each other in a situation where you were very cordial, very proper with each other. But then I feel like when you start communicating otherwise, it's going to be different. It's going to be like you were never either in the corporate world together or in the situation where you had to be proper together. I feel like this whole thing is going to be different because someone is gaining courage to be themselves. And the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks out of turn sometimes. She cut people off, not very kind. You know, she says things before she thinks them thoroughly through, which is something that the Queen in the upright would never do because she's in tune with herself when she's in the upright. She is being her authentic self. This person, I feel that they feel like you maybe won't accept the words that they're saying, that you're going to get mad at them and give them what for not being there. But this person wants to heal this anyway. They feel like that it's going to be combative conversation because you haven't talked in so long. Interesting. Let's take out the other deck here. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about here? This is my own deck. Just made it based on questions that people ask me in private reads. Who are they? What do they look like? Where are they from? That kind of thing. So I feel like there's two people who haven't talked to each other in a while, and one person doesn't want to go forward. Well, all the while is the Emperor doesn't want to be yelled at. But guess what? The Empress isn't going to yell at you. That's not what the Empress is about. No. She's not going to yell at you. She's going to understand you or want to. Okay. Tell me who this person is that you haven't talked to in a while. Could be someone who is a mother. You might be seeing 444 a lot. When you think about this person or when they're thinking about you, that might be when you're seeing this. It says you're on the right path. You're in the right direction. Please have perseverance. There's stability here. Give up your doubts and keep the faith. So I feel like sometimes you will see that. Okay, so you're seeing multiple numbers. We've got hope, balance, compromise, important decisions, changes, and harmony, so changes. We've got someone who's emotionally available. So this person who you think is going to yell at you is someone who is emotionally available. The next few days might be the best time for you to connect with this person who might have darker skin. Darker than what? Darker than you, darker than the last time you saw them, whatever it is. You know, maybe they've been to Mexico, maybe they've been laying out in the sun all summer. I don't know, but dark skin could mean anything. That also could mean that they're a totally, completely different culture than you. But I feel like somebody here has fire in their chart. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of numbers. You're seeing a lot of numbers, and I think because we're seeing air signs and because the air signs are so cerebral, so smart, I feel like you're probably Googling that. You're finding out what these numbers mean. Why am I seeing these numbers? Because I feel like you can't ignore it anymore. You're supposed to connect with this person. There is a psychic connection, right? Temperance. There is a psychic connection here, and I feel like you two have been closed off, and it's been cold as ice between you. There's a past life connection. Somebody is avoiding a past life connection here. Here we go. Somebody's closing themselves off because they know the depth of this connection. Yeah. Somebody's going to open a path. I don't know. I feel like this person is going to open the path. They're going to try and get into their authentic self, and then they're going to move forward and try and come to you. But I feel like they're expecting to get yelled at, but they're coming in to heal it anyway. I love that. Just heal it anyway. It doesn't matter what all the stuff was before that. As long as you tag on, just heal it anyway. Yeah, you'll find a way to do it. So I feel like there's a psychic connection here, and that's why you can't get at this person's energy. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I hope it resonated with somebody. Let me know in the comments if it did, because you know I like to be in the comments too. And I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.